And we are back for part 2 of our analyzing point of view lesson 16 part 3 guided practice video number 2. Okay, so at this point you should have already filled out your characters and perspectives and submitted this. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, and while you're rewatching this again, I can look at it and grade it and see how things are going. So let's go ahead and go over our answer choices and see what happens. So when we look at our question, it says, once again, based on the evidence from the story, which statement best describes Ramon's point of view about his sister? Well, A says he thinks Bianca could be a painter if she paid attention to details. Well, let's look. Ramon does ask if Bianca notices certain details, but he does not suggest he thinks the sister could be a painter. So that's not really what Ramon is doing and what's going on. B says he believes he should admit to knowing that the art is he believes she should admit to knowing that the art is valuable. Well, is he teaching her about art and trying to get her interested because it's valuable? He's not pushing her to admit that it's valuable. He just wants her to admit that art can be cool and get her out of the phone. I'm going to jump to D. D says he is not sure that Blanca will ever appreciate expressionism. Well, that's not quite what he says. That Ramon's question suggests that he has hope his sister will appreciate art, not that he is unsure. It's kind of like, as your teacher, I keep asking you if you liked Harry Potter or if you liked certain things, because I'm hoping you will learn to appreciate it and learn to like it. So if I keep dogging you about it, you will. So that leaves you with your answer as C, that he hopes to convince her that she can appreciate fine art. So Ramon tries to point out ways his sister can notice and appreciate the details in the artwork, like when they're looking at the light and the shadow, which her response to that is not as positive as he would want. Because like we did earlier, we circled that she muttered angrily about it, and that the only thing that she's liked so far is the gift shop. So you were supposed to type your answer to the show you're thinking, where you're citing evidence from the text. When you cite evidence from the text, describe how the author contrasts, remember that's how things are different, Blanca's point of view from that of her brother. Well, first off, let's stop and think about it for a second. What is Ramon's point of view? Well, his is a positive one, and he's trying to teach her about it. And Blanca's is negative because she's bored and doesn't want to be there. So we also circled that text, and I'm going to put my answer up. Okay. So notice that the question says how the author contrasts. Well, the author of this is Rowena Jackson. So instead of saying the words the author, I said Rowena Jackson contrasts Blanca's point of view from that of her brother by showing the reader how much Ramon enjoys the museum, by describing him as beaming and showing that he understands the remarkable, in quotes, artwork. Blanca does not enjoy the art nor the museum, and she is bored, which is why she checks her text messages for the millionth time. She is angry and says her favorite part is the gift shop. So you've got your two differences. One of them is having a good time and one of them is having a bad time. Okay. Well, I do believe that is all for today. Yep. And just in case you don't know, your homework for tonight, if this is Tuesday, is exercise 2. If it's Wednesday, it's exercise 3. So if you have any questions, like always, guys, let me know.